I know that there's something you guys wanted to bring up as a recurring theme in your show, where you guys kind of look back on some of the previous techniques that you've shown on the shows. So one that I'd like to show really quick is how last week you were talking about catching a middle kick or a tie kick. There's a couple other things that we can expound on with that. With some people, you know, last week, as you were saying, you want to keep your hand on your head when you go to kick. If I go to kick right now on Brian and he goes to hit, and I don't have that hand there, I got a problem, okay? So you guys really need to be careful of that. One, because there's really strong fighters that are just going to stand in front of you and wait for you to kick and then throw it. They're going to expect it. But two, you got other kinds of fighters that are a little more slick with it, that are going to avoid the kick altogether and then use that opening, okay? So what happens is he goes to kick, I move off to the side, I've gone all the way around him, and I have a lot of things open to me at that point, whether it's an elbow or a hook or a knee, okay? I can come off with a lot from there. Okay, and then from here we can adapt it a little bit to where we can use it for MMA or Muay Thai purposes, where they're actually going to get thrown from the move, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait a little bit longer before I move. He brings his leg up. I'm going to step forward at a 45-degree angle, okay? As I do that, I catch into the thigh, okay? Generally, I like to not go any further than the front of the knee, okay? Because if I get any closer to this, I'm elbow range, I'm grab range, he can clinch up, he has stuff he can do. If I'm out here, he has a little bit harder time, and if he goes for it, I can just stick that arm out. Okay, so I can kind of usurp that. So he goes to stare back, dump down. Okay, so you're just spitting inside of their circle. We go slow with it one more time. To the left. Okay. I move forward. Okay. See, the mistake that people make when they try to do this is a lot of times they'll move sideways. Okay, it's going to be a mistake. If I'm standing here and he kicks and I move this way, I'm still eating the kick. Okay. If he kicks and I go forward, completely miss me, right? So now I just add in the hand. Okay. And that's basically the technique.
So can you maybe show us a thing or two for when you get your leg caught? We've been kind of working on that, the defensive end. You know,
yeah.
If someone's got your leg, how do you survive that without getting killed, basically?
Yeah, definitely. The move that I naturally would use, like just a minute ago as I was watching, I believe it was Dave, film his stuff, the way he was placing his leg across someone's body when it got caught was different than the way I would instinctually do it, because I'm a stand-up fighter and he's a wrestler. He wants to go to the ground. For me, I want to stay standing and I want to have the ref break me, okay? So what would happen is if I was standing, I go for the kick and they catch my leg, I'm immediately going to fold it, okay? And bring it down as low as I can into their hip joint as I pull their head. From here, he tries to knee, he tries to do anything, I can just hop around. And he's not gonna get anywhere with it, okay? The ref's gonna have to break us up and I can do what I want from there, start over. In this one, I caught it high. He caught me high. So on this one, he's actually got a good chance of taking me over here. All right? Because he can get to this leg easier. If I went lower, like I was talking about, I have more room in between here. Okay? See, that time I got it lower. Now I have more room here. See the difference? What's going on with this technique is just, this is another counter to a catch when somebody catches a body kick. Nice, simple, basic rule of Thai that a lot of people don't use, that they should use more. Standing with your opponent, they throw a kick. Okay, I sidestep slightly and catch the kick. Okay, I want to keep this knee from getting bent. If he gets this bent, I'm never going to get my knee around. Okay, so that's one of the main factors. So as you're standing and you move, you want to move in at that 45. He goes to kick, I move in at the 45. Now I'm past his knee. I can lock his shoulder out, he can't punch, and I can keep kneeing. And then finish with an elbow. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Cade. Those were some spectacular techniques, and I particularly liked I really liked the insight, some of the background story about preparing for those fights and stuff. That was awesome.
Cool. Well, I'm glad I could help you guys out. Appreciate it.
Are you living in Utah right now? Or?
Yeah, I am.
So you're not, no more Hollywood for now, huh?
No more travel. I'm staying at home with the family.
Back in Utah. So are you available for private lessons, or?
Yeah, I am. Actually, if anybody's interested, you guys can get a hold of me through Motion. You can call Brandon or Brian. They'll be happy to give you my contact info, and you can go from there.
Perfect.
So if you're interested in training with Cade Anderson, private lessons in Thai boxing or some of these kickboxing techniques for MMA, give us a call at 801-296-0734.
Thanks again, Cade.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Appreciate it.